Okay, tonight I'm going to show you how to make potato candy. And I have already washed 2 potatoes that I'm going to use, and they're just regular Idaho potatoes. You can use russet potatoes. I found that both of them work well. Okay, I've already washed my potatoes, and then I'm going to peel them. Okay, I've got my 2 potatoes peeled, and then I'm going to dice them. Okay, now I've got my potatoes diced, and I've got them in just plain water, enough to cover the potatoes, and then I'm going to let them cook for about 45 minutes until they are fork tender. Okay, now that I have my potatoes boiled, I'm going to mash them just like I would making mashed potatoes. Okay, now that they're mashed, I'm going to put them in the refrigerator, and I'm going to let them get cold. It'll take about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, hour and a half, because you want to make sure they're good and cold before you start adding the powdered sugar. Okay, now that I've taken my potatoes out of the refrigerator, they are cold. So now I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to mash them again to make sure I've got all the lumps out. And once I do that, I'm going to transfer them to my mixer. Okay, now my potatoes are in my mixer. I'm going to start adding powdered sugar, and I'm going to do a cup at a time, and then you'll see how it turns whenever I start adding it. Okay, now I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it starts to work. Now, as you can see, it's starting to liquefy. And when it does that, I'm going to go ahead and add more powdered sugar. Okay, now I've added 4 cups of sugar to this. And you can see how it's starting to thicken up. So now I'm going to keep adding the sugar until it gets thick like a ball. Okay, that's after 6 cups of sugar. And it's starting to get where I need it. So maybe another cup or 2 will do it. Okay, you can see the thickness of it. I need to add just a little more. So that will make 8 cups of sugar altogether. And that's just with a medium-sized potato and a small potato. You can always start out with a small potato to make a small batch to see how much you would need. You just gauge your sugar as you need it to get it thick. Okay, as you can see, it's thick. And now I'm just going to roll it out onto a powdered sugar surface, and then I'm going to spread the peanut butter. Okay, I have took wax paper and I have laid it on my counter, and I've added powdered sugar to that, and then I'm going to smooth the peanut butter on it. Okay, as you can see, I've got the peanut butter started, and I'm going to smear it on there as the best I can with one hand. There we go. I'm going to roll it in a log. Okay, you just push up on the sides just very, very carefully. And as you can put some powdered sugar on the back side of it so it don't stick. And then just roll it. As you can see, I've already done all of these, and you can see how much those 2 potatoes have made. It was a medium potato and a small potato. So you can start out small, like I said before, make 1 potato, a little small one, and then just go from there, and then you can just add to that to make your batch as big as you want it. And then I'll cut these here in a second and show you what they look like. You just cut it, and this is what it looks like. See? And they're so good, and they're so creamy again. And you know, I like to use the Jif peanut butter because it's smoother. To me, it's easier to spread, and I also use just any brand of powdered sugar seems to work. These are really good. You can put them in the fridge and let them cool, and they're even better. So I hope you enjoy.